Hey folks, Conrad here. In the last 15 years or more that I've had this YouTube channel, I've never done this kind of thing where I sit down and talk about something that's on my mind. But this issue of artificial intelligence has been cropping up so many times in my creative work in the last year that I've got some things to get off my chest. So I'm gonna get into it here. First time I was exposed to artificial intelligence in a creative field was maybe a year and a half ago. I had a client, we were working on a song, working on the third verse, trying to finish it up for him, and we were stuck on a rhyme. And he's like, hey man, let's just pop it into Chat GPT. This thing can rhyme and write the whole song for us. Maybe we get some ideas. And instantly I was like, I was red flags, pop, because I'm like, if he can use an app to write songs, what does he need me for? That was my initial response to the whole thing. And then things got much more advanced and progressive when it came to songwriting. I started getting a bunch of ads for a while there. That's the only ad that was in my Instagram and Facebook feed was, hey, create songs with AI, record songs with AI, model your voice using AI. And I began to get clients sending me songs that they had written, where they would just type in, hey, I want a country song that's upbeat, that's about Sunday afternoon chicken dinner. And it would spit out this song. They would send the track to me and say, hey, can you make this? Can you record this? I want to sing this. I wrote this song. I actually got into a heated argument with one of my clients because he was telling me that he wrote this song. And I said, no, you didn't write that song. He said, yeah, I did. I paid for the app, so I wrote the song. I was like, that's not how songwriting works. He didn't want to hear it. When I was growing up, man, I started writing songs when I was 11 or 12, and I've always enjoyed the process. It would have never occurred to me to use artificial intelligence or some kind of outside source to help finish the song, because if you don't write the song, you're not writing songs, and what's the fun in that? But I feel like there's a certain segment of people and artists who, I don't know if it's laziness, I think it's laziness, who aren't willing to do the work and write their 1,000 bad songs before they can start writing good songs. And so AI presents them with a shortcut that actually spits out songs that are better than what they would come up with, but in the grand scheme of things, still very average, banal compositions. Randy Travis just put out 2 songs using his own voice modeled as AI. To me is not great. I mean, it's kind of I see it as a money grab on his part. He's not able to sing anymore. But it's like, it's not Randy Travis, man. It's not. Like, I don't want another George Jones album. George Jones is dead. That's what makes the music that we have so special. Another issue I've had crop up lately, which is just insane to me, is there had been someone on Facebook who modeled my voice using artificial intelligence and was reaching out to fans using my voice and my cadence and the way I talk, and asking fans to meet them on Microsoft Teams, and inevitably asking them for money. Now, the voice model wasn't very good. It was average at best, but it fooled a couple of people. But I have found places where it is useful to me. I had an artist come to a show here, and they sent me some promo pictures, and my application was I wanted to make a poster, and I needed the profile centered. But the profile of this picture was kind of off to the side, and I was like, man, this just doesn't work. So I talked to my graphic designer, Wes, and he's like, man, I'll just pop it into AI. It'll fill in the rest of the photo. You'll have a perfectly centered headshot. And bam, we were off to the races, and I used it, and I didn't feel guilty about it. But if I need something drawn up, sketched up, I get a real person to do it, because you can't beat that. I think intuitively, somehow we know when something's AI art. Most of us do. You can really see it in pictures and poster designs. I can hear it in a song immediately. There's even artists, bunny trail here, there's even artists on Spotify that are completely AI generated music. There's a few gospel artists that I know of that just crank out AI songs, and somebody's making money off of these streams. But anyways, where does this leave me? So last summer, I had the opportunity to talk to a guy from NVIDIA, which is a company on the West Coast who is like a huge AI developer. And he was at one of my shows. I had a private event last summer. And after the show, I made it a point to seek him out and talk to him. I said, so you know what my job is, and you see the content that's being created by artificial intelligence. Where do you see it going? Do you think that my job is in peril? And his answer really comforted me. He said, as long as you can get up and do what you just did with the crowd that you just did it with, you're going to be fine. He said, robots and artificial intelligence are never going to replace genuine human connection. And so moving forward, that's what I've held in the back of my mind. And now I don't even look at AI as a threat, because I see the art that it's creating, and I know that I can lick AI any day of the week, man. AI is just taking the average of everything out there and spitting something out just as average. And I'm out to create exceptional art with real human connection. And that's what I'm doing. And I think it's going to work in the long run. So I guess my whole summary for this whole spiel, if you're still watching, is creators, if you're out there using AI, really assess your motives. If it's to shortcut the creative process or avoid doing the hard work of writing songs and creating and doing good art, you should reassess, man, because the world, especially in 2025, is seeking authentic human connection. We need authentic human connection. We're the most connected and the loneliest generation of all time, and AI is only going to exacerbate that problem if we, allow it to take over the arts. And second of all, for the rest of you who aren't creators, just know that I'm not going to use AI. I'm not using AI in my songwriting, in my recording process, in my creative process. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you who's been following me for the last 15 years or more. Man, I sound old when I say that. But I appreciate every single one of you. Give me a thumbs up if you made it to the end of this video. Love you guys. New music coming soon. Bye.